Hello everyone. So today I was looking at this question about change management workflow. Now change management is of course one of the process that we have in ITSM in Jira Service Desk, or I should say Jira Service Management. You can definitely use a workflow to manage this process for change management, and usually you would do change management when you have to change something. For example, let me give you a very good example based on my experience. So let us say if your company website is, let us talk about Jira. Let us say Jira is slow, and if Jira is slow, then you may want to, of course, understand what is the problem. So when Jira is slow, people will raise requests that Jira is slow, I'm not able to do my work, and you will receive basically incidents. And when you receive multiple incidents, you may want to do some analysis. So you will basically create a problem that, okay, this is my problem, and the problem is basically so the problem will be created from incidents. So you have incidents, 5 incidents which are linked to a problem. And when you have a problem, then problem is all about, so incident management is all about, okay, resolving the problem, resolving something is not working, fixing it. So it's like the first level of support or second level of support. But when it comes to problem, you want to do a bit more analysis, and you want to understand why we have Jira running slow or not working at all every day. And when you are working on a problem, the outcome would be, let us say, when you have done your investigation, that the outcome could be that you need to update your Java version or Jira version or Jira database version, maybe MySQL version. So that is the change. And you can't, of course, really, you cannot really do it straight away. It will require some planning, and change management will involve, okay, we need to update database, but it will of course eventually happen on a specific date. So that could be a release. Of course, I'm trying to give you the full picture, but in most cases, if it is a simple change, you just do it straight away and you just mention it on the incident. But if you're talking about a complicated process, then you can definitely use Jira. Now talking about, and by the way, when we talk about change management, you also talk about approvals, because you can't just update databases straight away. You need some approval, right? You need approval from your CAB that will take a look at the impact and understand, okay, what exactly can go wrong. So the question today, enough of the lecture, but the question was about how to get this workflow. Now this workflow is actually mentioned on this particular link, which is basically a nice page from Atlassian, where they are talking about basically the same thing which I just mentioned. But if you have time, you can read it, or you can just watch my videos. My videos are always concise and to the point. But yeah, please read this article. So when you read this article, you can see here that there is a mention of this workflow. Now the main question was that how to get this workflow. Now, my preference would be to do it yourself, like go to your Jira instance and create the workflow yourself. Not because you should do it, but mainly because, yes, you should do it because you will learn how to do it. And when you are making a workflow yourself, you have the opportunity to make it work for you, because this is, of course, the change management workflow, which is like a suggestion from Atlassian. But you might not need this. Maybe you need a bit more complicated workflow, or maybe you need simple. Keep it simple, by the way. So even this workflow is, to be honest, it is fine. But I don't really understand why you need awaiting implementation and implementing. Just use a flag somewhere on the Jira issue. You don't really need to have a status for each and everything. But anyways, so this is a workflow. My favorite workflow is to do in progress and done. That is it. Keep it absolutely simple. I think you should not try to, just because Jira has workflows and you can do wonderful things like conditions, validators, it doesn't really mean that you should do it. Unless there is like a really important critical thing that you're trying to solve or implement in your process. But in most cases, a simple workflow works fine. So let us say if you want this workflow, my first preference is do it yourself. Second thing that you can do is you can go to your Jira instance, and I'll show you. So you can do two things to get this quickly, or something close. So when you are in Jira, just go to your project and try to create a project, right? And when you create a new project, you will get the option to select template. And I have, by the way, made videos where I explained each and every template. I made those videos long back, but They're still the same, to be honest, except the UI is a bit different. But these templates are all about issue types and workflows. So when you select this template, you can actually create a new project, and you will basically get a new project with. Let me open one of the project. Let me open this one. So which I just created, by the way, for you guys. So when you create a new project of type IT service management, I guess that was the name. So if you go to the project settings, you should be able to see a workflow which is a bit similar to what is mentioned on the, where is the workflow? Yes, cloud. So we are looking at Jira Cloud here. So change management workflow is the workflow that we have. And if you click on the diagram, this is the workflow. Of course, it is not exactly same. It is more or less same, to be honest. It says review here. No, it is same. It's just this particular status, peer review, change manager approval. And this is it really. Yeah, you can also do one more thing. You can also, third option, you can go to your issues. And by the way, I'm assuming that you are Jira admin. Then go to workflows. And there is this option called, by the way, on Jira server, there is an option to export your workflow, which, can you do that from here? Okay, let us worry about it later. So you can also add a workflow here and click on the import from marketplace. And there is an option to search for these workflows on the market. I guess these are just templates. So just search for change management and you will hopefully find some workflows, but you don't need this, to be honest. You already have this workflow in your Jira instance. You just need to create a project to reveal it. I guess it is there. I'm not sure if it is there already, but you will get the workflow with the project. And that is it. I guess that is it, yeah. So you can look at these workflows and make your ITSM processes a bit more tight, especially when it comes to approvals. In case, by the way, you want to learn how to build a solid approval system using Jira, I actually built, it is basically something that you can do using script for Jira, but some of the things will be relevant. So let us take a look at build a solid approval workflow. So this is something that I did long back, I think last year. Oh no, not last year, in 2020. So this is the workflow, or this is the video which you can watch and learn. And that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new. Thank you very much. Bye bye.